Hello everyone, welcome back to my platform. It's your girl Beatrice, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about tetracycline, how I used tetracycline, why I used it, when I used it, how I used it, and how it affected my life as a person. Just to let you know, this video is part of my collaboration with Instasmile. I am now one of the VIP members of Instasmile, and very shortly I'm going to be coming back to give you guys my affiliate link, and that would include my discount code, so that when you shop you'd get some discounts off, and in return I'll be able to make some little commission. I am so happy. Thank you, Instasmile. Tetracycline is an antibiotic used to treat several infections like malaria, acne, cholera, syphilis, all of that. You can look it up, Google it, or speak to your GP or whatever. I used tetracycline when I was still very young, because I was born a very healthy child, but for some reason, I don't know if I would say due to where I was born into, where I was living at the time, because I was born in Nigeria, and obviously we know in Nigeria we get mosquitoes, they bite and all of that, and they leave this thing in your bloodstream that, you know, results in you being sick of malaria. And I was always very sick. To be honest, it's either I'm having tummy bug, or I'm having malaria, or I was just, every day my parents were just in and out of hospital. So it resulted in me taking this. That was how I got to start taking tetracycline. I could remember when I used to chew them. I could remember vividly. They used to look yellow and red capsule, you know, together. So I remember when I used to have them, and what I would do, because they have this bitter sweet taste, and for some reason I used to chew them instead of just swallow them with water. So I'll chew them, and you know, so it started, like, gradually started discoloring my teeth without me knowing, and I'm 30 now. You can imagine, like, say 27 years ago, I'm not even sure that medical practitioners, especially in my country, were aware of the impact, the side effects of these tetracycline. So I kept taking it without them even saying to my mom, oh, be careful with her teeth and all of that. So I remember it got to a point one day, and my mom said, your teeth, you know, they are all turning brown. What's happening? I brush your teeth very well. I make sure what's going on. You know, we couldn't lay our hands on anything. I was still very young, but obviously I could tell that my teeth has been discolored. So I became it was at that very tender age that I became really self-conscious of my teeth, of my looks. I started hiding my teeth when I want to smile at people, and sometimes even when I can't remember and I just smile, you know, someone, especially when I was in school, someone would make a negative comment like, oh, did you brush your teeth this morning? It was looking that bad. And so it was that bad. It is still that bad, and you know, so I became really self-conscious. I became really, you know, very it's brought, like, reduced my self-esteem to almost nothing. I became really worried. I became, you know, I was like, what to do. My mom spoke to doctors, dentists in my country, but no one could even say at that time this was caused by tetracycline. She has to stop taking it. I was still taking tetracycline without knowing that was what was causing the damage, you know. And in addition to that, I was always taking blood tonics. Like, I would drink them, and some of them used to taste, you know, really good. So I'll drink them, like, hold them in my mouth for too long, and you know, they all just contributed to the whole thing. So I remember I came to the UK in 2012, and obviously as soon as I came, I know I'm in a developed country, a country more developed than where I came from. I started, you know, from the time I came, the first thing on my mind was, because it just affected me in every way. I can't talk to people without trying to hide my teeth. I can't do anything. I can't laugh. I can't take pictures. Each time I took pictures, I I always had to like hide my teeth, and you know, which was really inconveniencing for me, and you know, very uncomfortable. And like I would always say, it held me back from going after a lot of things I would have, you know, wanted to achieve. A lot of things, a whole lot. You know, imagine a life where you're constantly avoiding people because you don't want to have any form of contact with them, you don't want to smile at them, you don't want to talk for too long so they don't notice your teeth, and when you want to take pictures you're like, you know, so it wasn't good. So as soon as I came, I started talking to dentists. Like I spoke to a few people, and then I went online. I was like searching teeth whitening, and then sometime in 2014 I came across one company. They were doing like an offer, so it was everywhere on the internet, like it's lead teeth whitening or whatever. So I called them and I booked an appointment. So I went there that day. I paid, I think they said for 1 hour is £170. So I paid for that, but before the procedure started, the dentist asked me, can you remember how your teeth got colored to this extent? I said, well, I don't know, but I just know that, you know, my mom woke up one day and just saw my teeth and became worried and all of that. So she said, have you smoked before? I said, no, I've never smoked, and you know, I hardly take coffee. She asked me, you know, a few questions, and then she landed at, have you taken tetracycline before? And I said, yes, I took a lot of tetracycline. I chewed them like. She said, well, just to let you know, if tetracycline is the reason for your teeth discoloration, I don't think this will work. It's not a guarantee, but it's up to you if you want to go ahead with it. So I said yes. At least inside of me I was like, let me try. If it doesn't work, then I would know I tried. So I went under the LED light and I was there for an hour, and as soon as I got up, I looked in the mirror, and no, I couldn't see any difference. So she said I could see purple, like inside your teeth inside they are not brown, they are purple, and it's only tetracycline that can give you that purple discoloration. So I was like, Jesus, so what do I do? She said the only option for you is to go for cosmetic surgery. They are quite expensive, and you know, it will involve filing off all your teeth, you know, wearing new semi-permanent ones on top of them, and she said it costs £1,000 per tooth, and every 5 years you have to go back and have this procedure done all over again. At this point I was like, it became really aware that I was in trouble, that I was in a mess. Seriously, I was like, what to do. First, I wasn't working, like I didn't have a job that would give me £1,000 per tooth. And even if I did, I thought of another thing, like, why filing off all my teeth? What does that mean for me in the future? How about when I get old? How about when I'm 80, 90? What happens? Because I immediately concluded I don't want to suffer when I get old. I don't want to be in a situation where I cannot eat, I cannot talk. It's even worse when I open, like if I have to open my mouth and I would have no teeth. No, I can't. And one thing, you know, I don't know how it works, but one thing I felt I didn't see it as something you can continue doing for the rest of your life. At some point it will have to end. You would have to stop doing it. So what happens after then? You know, all these things were going on in my mind. So at some point I just left it. I said, you see, I'm not going to kill myself for this. I mean, if there's nothing I can do, then there's nothing I can do. So I left it. And in 2018, last year August, July, I came across something that Specsavers was doing at the time, called Spectacle Wearer of the Year. So I entered into that competition, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I wasn't expecting them to call me, or I just filled it, you know, I was bored, I was on the internet and that popped up, so I just filled in my details. But you know, somehow I don't know, but somehow they contacted me and said, we want you to participate in this. And the first thing that came was, no, I shouldn't have even gone into this. What about my teeth? How am I going to face these people? Because that's the first thing that comes, you know, to me each time I want to do anything that involves me going out there, like showing myself to the public, smiling in front of I avoid it. I was like, what am I going to do with these people? Why did I fill this form? What's going on? What's going to happen now? Well, so what happened again was immediately, like from the day I received that email, I went back on the internet and started looking for a solution to this problem, to my teeth discoloration. So luckily I saw Clip On Veneers. I said, because before then I didn't know things like that existed. I was like, what's this? So I clicked on, the first one I saw was Instasmile. Like once you go on the internet and click, you see them, because I believe they know they are good, and that's why they are there. Like they pop up first. So I clicked on Instasmile and I said, and I was like, what's this? So I saw they make customized clip-on veneers to fit your teeth. And then I started looking at, I went to the website. I started seeing pictures of customers before and after. I was like, what the hell am I still waiting for? Why have I not purchased this before now? So I immediately called them. I said, this is what I have something to attend, and I want to place an order. How do I go about it? They said, what sort of color are you looking for? I said, white, celebrity smile. I want that smile. Internet. The lady I spoke to at the time, she said, go to the internet and you'd select your shade and place your order. And that was how I placed my order, and luckily I got them in time for what I went for at Specsavers. And you know what, as soon as I got my Instasmile and I looked in the mirror, I got very emotional, because I was like, this is me. This is the person who has been hiding behind this person. This is me. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's a feeling. It's, unless you've been there, if you've not been there, I don't think you would understand. Like I saw myself for the very first time in 29 years. I saw who I really am. I saw the real woman in me. And I cried. I was like, well, so tetracycline, I don't know. It's not in my place to recommend or say not to use tetracycline. But before you use it, please be aware that this is what tetracycline can do to you. It can color your teeth, like very badly. Please, you need to know that this is it. And it affected my life. Like I have said before, it affected me very, very negatively. It had a very bad effect on my self-esteem, on me as a woman, on me chasing after things. I have, like, chasing after my life, my life goals and aspirations. It affected me like so badly. I can't explain it. I can't tell you. I wish, to be honest, I wish I didn't ever take tetracycline. I wish I would have been a different person. I would have achieved a lot more than I have done today. I would have gone to a lot of places than I have been to today. I would have taken more pictures. I would have smiled a lot more. But here we are. And thank God, from the moment I got my Instasmile, my Clip-On Veneers, I've had a brand new life. I take pictures every day. I'm able to, look at the transformation. You've seen my teeth throughout this video. I've been talking and see. And let me wear my Clip-On Veneers and you can see the transformation. To be honest, this is the best thing. So this is the case they come in, and here are my top and bottom veneers. This is my top veneer and this one, so they are both here, and they were customized. If you look at my previous videos, you would see how I went from ordering it, having to take my dental impression, sending it off, and getting my veneers. You would see all of that in my previous video, so I'm not going to repeat all of that again. Look at this transformation. Look. I take pictures more often. I'm able to do videos like this. I'm able to chase after my dreams. I'm able to build back my self-confidence just because I found Instasmile. And guess what? It didn't cost me £1,000 per tooth. It didn't even cost me 500. It didn't cost me anything close to that. At the time I paid $2.99. And it's been a year now and my veneers are still going strong. So why not? If I have to do this again, I would choose Instasmile over and over. It's cost effective. It doesn't involve any invasive procedure. I didn't have to file off my teeth. I mean, I only wear them when I need to, when I want to, and you know, when I don't need them, I take them off and I store them back in the case where I just took them out from. I wear them almost every day. If you look at my Instagram, Life of a Single Mom blog, I wear my veneers every single day. I cannot do without them. I cannot do without them because they helped me find me, the true me. When I smile, I see me. When I don't have them on, so I'm really happy. Thank you, Instasmile. If you're thinking of, you know, teeth whitening, if you're thinking of if you're thinking of teeth whitening, if you have any teeth problems, teeth discoloration or whatever, you might need to look at Instasmile. They offer different payment options now, meaning that when you buy, you don't even have to pay in full, you know, outrightly. You can pay in installments. I'm going to leave you guys here today. I hope the information I've given so far is able to help you choose between, make the right choices. If you're going to take tetracycline, you need to ask questions. You need to I'm sure now you're aware of what could go wrong if you are taking tetracycline. You need to speak to your GP, your dentist. You need to just be aware that it is what it is. So, and if you're at that point where you're looking to get a brighter smile, a whiter smile, please check out Instasmile. Go on their website, it's instasmile.com. You will regret it. You're going to come back to tell me the story. So I'm going to leave you guys here, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.